Hey guys, Baduk here. It's been a little while since the last video. I just got back from Canadian Open, and before that was the North American Pro Qualifier. There will be some videos on that stuff coming soon. For this game, we're actually going to do this a little differently this time. And we're going to try to get a loss, actually. Get some losses on this account so that also people will accept our games. Just to balance things out a little bit. So anyway, let's go ahead and invade over here. Yeah, so in this video, I'm going to give my opponent some chances here and there later in the middle game. Some little tests for you and for the opponent. So now we're into this Joseki, by the way. Black plays here and then double Hanes without Atari. I have a video, by the way, on the channel. You can find it. It's called The Q's Atari. Yeah, so black should not Atari here. And this is also a little bit of a mistake for white usually, because now later on I can still Atari. We're going to push one more time to make sure that white's turn is not Sente because of this Atari, right? So we're going to push one more time here. And then we're going to play away. Okay, so since we're still in the opening, I'll still, try to play fairly optimal. So I think this area now is going to be pretty interesting. And then we do have this Atari and extending here, which will be good. Maybe it's even good to play it right now. You know what? Let's give that a try. I think it would have been fine also for black to do some other things for the time being, because if white fixes this, it'll be slow. But this seems possible. Okay, white jumped here. White does have some moves on this side, which could render this push kind of pointless. If white ever gets a stone here, then when black pushes, white can just extend down and then block. So what I'll do though is I'll just push again here. Yeah. And now white is pretty limited here, so we'll just go ahead and run this out. I guess if white attaches though, they could start to cut us. Okay, so maybe we'll keep a little more distance. Yeah, so this one's not going to be cuttable. After all, we're not trying to kill this white group. We're just trying to use the weakness of this white group as a way to manage our own group. We already reduced white's potential. Now the bonus here would be if we could finish in Sente, or if we could just, in return for the opponent getting Sente, if we could get a good result with good follow-ups. So I still don't want to play a knight's move yet because we can be cut. So we'll keep pushing. White doesn't really have anything to gain around here anyway. Even if they get an extension over there in the near future, it's leaking under from here. White played this turn, which is kind of interesting. So white's going to aim at one of these moves to cut us. That's okay because we have a response here that actually affects white's shape. So that's a-okay. Doesn't seem like a very good exchange for white right now. Of course, if black just responded directly, then that would be pretty gainful for white. But yeah. So now white's just going to have their own annoyances on this side in the future, maybe. So now if we play a knight's move, even if they push and cut, we can Atari and then play a net. Yeah. So I guess it's time to go faster with the knight's move. Like I said, even if white extends, we can leak in. So there's no rush for black to take an extension. It's much more important to, like, imagine we extended and white turned and we don't have a stone here, right? Then white is going to start to curl around us and, make us seem like the weaker group. So when it's a weak group against a weak group like this, it's very important to maintain your position as the attacker and keep your stones kind of ahead of their stones. So that push is a little strange. I don't really understand why white would push there. And then white jumps. Now it's time for us to start maybe just naturally building territory through our attack. It's hard for white to jump here because of this peep, so we don't really need to jump here. I think this move would be okay, but it's more profitable to chase from this direction. And I'll play it on the 4th line to make more pressure. I think 3rd line would be okay. But, so if we play 4th line, they do have attaching in kind of move later. 3rd line, though, they can press us down and then they can run out. I think I'll go for the more aggressive move and not really worry about future invasions right now. Because doing anything there as white would only hurt their own group. I don't really care if white lives under us right now. But this one makes it harder for white to go out this way because of the peep I mentioned, right? Whereas if we went 3rd line, they could press there and then jump out with a dog face. And we're happy for white to do this because, yeah, we have a Hane here and we're getting solid. This is totally fine. Maybe white plays Tiger Mouth, we extend, white plays... White can't even really safely play a knight's move, yeah, because there's a double peep. So white pushes. Look at all this beautiful territory we're making, right? So now I need to start thinking about the opportunities to leave them, because this has actually been pretty one-sided so far. I almost forgot
now starts.
about our plan to lose this game. So let's see what kind of opportunity. What I'll do is I'll Tanuki. I'll just play something here as if I'm trying to take white space, and then white can get, yeah, maybe the upper hand around here. Maybe they can start with a peep. It's a bit awkward for white though, actually. Like this shape is... Okay, so they're peeping, and then what's next? Probably still have to play from this side. Okay, that one... I'll go ahead and attach here, and then we're going to be able to jump. So I do want to get out of this situation, actually.
9.
If we die with this group, we could actually lose the game. So, yeah. So now I'll go ahead and play this one. If they cut us, they're going to lose the 2 stones. Push, block, cut, Atari, go out, Atari. Okay, sure, let's just bamboo. White probably jumps. So we should punish this by taking advantage on this side, I guess. Yeah, this will be pretty awkward for white because there's also this kind of move over here. Okay, so white decides to let these 2 stones go. Still, there's ways to cut all the white off. But, okay, let's just... Okay, let's cut. You know, white can actually Atari here and ladder, but it's going to hit the black corner. Okay, so white's going to try to very aggressively go after our big group. That's going to be tough, though, because this 1 stone doesn't have very many liberties. So we go out. I think we can even Hana here, but I'll just extend. Probably white needs to jump this way or something. Then if we push, they get a tiger's mouth. That one seems like too much, but okay. Yeah, they can keep kind of pushing. So we're in actual like real danger here because of you know, our yeah. The opportunities we've been giving.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know what might be interesting is winning with this black group dying. Or not winning, but making the game close, right? Like not losing by too much. That would be a fun little challenge. I think we can actually... Oh, wait, does have a forcing move there. Okay.
9.
Sure, let's give White a little challenge here.
7.
So we can play here now if we really want to save this group.
Nine.
What I'll do is I'll play this mistake.
7.
White's going to cut here. And it looks like, you know, I thought that, you know, there's like a liberty problem for White or something. White's probably thinking, oh my God, what's going on here? What? Why didn't you just take that? You could kill the whole group. White's being greedy. Finally, they play it. Okay. So my plan is to let them kill all that, right? Help them catch up. But then we're going to make a huge territory on this side. So I'll go ahead and... I guess we'll just Hane.
8.
White probably captures. Or plays here. And now the goal is like, how much territory can we make after we died there? So... there is still, well, yeah, if White does any pushing stuff, we're going to have a Dame Zumari on the White stone here. So that means we're not really that cuttable
9,
so much here.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Maybe we'll...
3, 2.
I'll just play it out, actually. These are co-threats normally, but I'll just play it out. Keep things a bit simpler. And then I'll go ahead and we're going to see how jealous White gets. But, yeah, actually, maybe we'll actually come into White's area. Actually, no, I want to test how jealous White gets. So, I'll play something like here. White probably should also do something similar. But maybe they're going to try to cut. That one I think is a bit greedy, because what if I just play around here? White should block this side, and now that stone is going to be in a slightly weird spot. Not sure about this choice for White. I'm going to be able to play a knight's move at the end. I don't think that's right. Oh, I actually could use a switcheroo here to Hane and cut. But okay, let's just take that. And for good measure, let's go ahead and exchange this one, since White is already so close to us. Yeah, and then the question is, can we do this? So push, push, Atari, cut. Should be okay. Push, push, Atari, but then they have their own problem.
9.
I'm going to actually extend here as
7,
well.
6.
Also, just for good measure, because of some of the variations that can happen here. Now we'll play this one. If white dares to cut us, there's going to be something happening. Okay, so they're going for this one. They're going to try to use this cut. Yep, that is valid. We're making terrible, terrible shape here. But the question is, can you actually do something? In actual fact.
Yoyomi now starts.
All right, so either we empty triangle here, because Atari, we would have to go back anyway, then they would kill this. So empty triangle or jump. If we jump, then this white move would set up a... Okay, not quite a ladder. Anyway, I think we're going to empty triangle here. Normally, this kind of jumping is a better, at least a better thought to have first, first thought. But there are times when the empty triangle is better.
9.
I'm not sure that white can really do too much with this, no matter how many stones they get down here. If I empty triangle now, there is this net to think about. If they have another stone there, then the net is actually a real danger. If I play this one seems
9.
fine.
8.
They can't really, yeah, that's a fake Suji. They can't really capture these. White should have a lot of territory right now, though. Okay, it says that black is up. According to the score estimate, at least, right? So we need to find the moment to give them a good Sumego. A good, you know, problem to solve. Hmm.
9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Don't want to make it too obvious, though. Right, so now the question is, can white find a way to capture this black group? So what kind of problem should I give? Maybe this one? And then they can wedge?
9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2.
Let's see, if they wedge, and then... okay. Maybe we can let them live with this group, so I'll play here. That gives them a chance to Atari here. To be adaptable, right? I suppose they could try still blocking here.
Eight. 7. 6. 5. 4.
Why that one? I don't understand that one. Okay, we'll just yeah, we'll connect this up. They get to capture in Sente. Yeah. And one question is, do they need another move? They could have thrown in to have a longer, more forcing moves. Okay, so they lived here. That makes our group kind of dead. I guess I made this like too good for them. So now we are behind by like almost 50 points. Now we get to have fun with seeing how little we can lose by. Now, how much can
9,
we catch up?
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, so all this black here is dead. All this black here is dead. And here too. What I'm worried about playing with this group is like, what if white, you know, collapses here? Then we make it a big win for us, which we don't want.
9, 8.
Let me just spook
7,
white with this one.
6.
Please defend. Please deserve your win. Okay. Yeah. The funny thing about this too is like white is kind of also a stick. So maybe we can make the game closer. With a big squeeze. We're going to need to play here. Yeah. To break the eye there. And now we let white worry about the Liberty fight, which white looks to be ahead on. Probably by a lot. Yeah, black has actually not very many liberties.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So maybe for the next game, what I'll do actually is I'll play a little bit unreasonable from the get-go and try to mimic like a certain level of play, like a certain, I guess like Q level, and we'll try to see how well they'll punish from the get-go early on in the game. Because if we play optimally for like a lot of the opening, sometimes it gets really one-sided quickly, and then you know, we have to be a little bit too artificial with our losing strategy. Okay, so how can I play out the Liberty fight here in a really good way? I'll threaten their eye. We'll see if they protect it. And then we'll do this. It might not even be a Liberty fight that they have to, like, I don't think white even has to play, but they think they have to, so we'll roll with that. Realistically, black should be playing this move, because it would help against this Atari later, but okay, we'll just take that. And how much Sente do we really have anyway? I think they're scared enough about the situation that they're probably going to keep playing. 1, 2. Yeah, black has only like 3 non-shared liberties. We'll play here to see if white will let us have their stones. Actually, no. If we play too long here, white's gonna realize and ignore. So what can we do? We can't do anything on this side.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Probably this is the best move right now. Oh, what? It has us up? Are you serious? Come on. No, I really thought that white would be ahead. This is like kind of a meme now if I'm actually ahead. Wait, what? What? Okay, I don't know, guys.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Do they deserve this win?
3, 2.
I mean, I guess they think that they're so far up that like they're worried about, but like they shouldn't worry about the life and death here though. They should be confident in it. Like there's like 4 eyes here. I no longer think that they sort of like deserve to win. It's kind of weird saying that when this is still technically a sandbagging game, but they really didn't pass most of the tests that I threw, and like connecting this was like their life and death needs to be good enough that like how can they think that the life and death was in any danger here? It's not possible. There's almost like 5 eyes there. So yes, I will punish them on the first line here. Okay. If they count liberties, then they can probably connect this. If they don't count liberties, then they're just going to be spooked and start filling more liberties here. Okay, good, good. I'll take this one, I guess. That's a multiple point reverse sente move. And we'll play this out. Actually, it's 1 eye versus no eye, so white could have just maximized there, I think. Yeah. And now it's just endgame, so we don't have much left. I guess the correct endgame on this side is actually the descend.
9, 8.
Because if I Hane, there's a throw-in that messes up my shape.
5, 4.
Gives me a liberty problem later. Then if white blocks, we're just going to take the 1 more point over here. And get ready to pass, basically. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now it's just some neutral points. It is 1 eye versus no eye, though. I don't think that they have to play these moves. Yeah. See, that's another, like, this is a 3-dan person who is doing fine at 3-dan, doing okay. So they really should know these things, I think. Anyway, yeah, the next neutral point, I guess, is over here.
9.
And then it's basically time to pass. Did they win? Okay, okay. Yeah, so score estimate was wrong. So they still won, yeah, by 6.5. Okay. So basically in this game, they had their funky opening, that's fine. And then we played out this Joseki. So white should connect here and like this, and then press here. Yeah, usually pressing there. So if black pushes and cuts, there's going to be sente on this side. Because of this situation. And white can basically just jump out and fighting like this. Something like that, or yeah, probably something like this. So real game, this happened, and we decided to attack this directly right away. Yeah, and then this move I don't think was really needed for white right now. So just extending, or, you know, maybe white could have just jumped in the first place here. And then when black extends, maybe white can just push and go down, and then this cut here is not working. So maybe just going really fast like this. And this push was also a bad exchange, because in the future we might want different moves here, like some cross cut like this in the future, or some kind of attachment to that stone. So we don't want to make it stronger for no reason like that. Yeah, this is already kind of annoying for white. So yeah, that's why white should go faster here instead of going so slow. And this shape just looks really awkward because there's like the push here that basically makes white empty triangle. And then there's multiple cuts here now. So that's not really the right shape for white. White probably needs to push again and go out with a better shape, maybe something like this. Yeah, so we played here, but in reality, black should continue out this way and keep up the chase, or at least try to cut white around here if there's a way. Yeah, is there a way? Actually, it looks a bit difficult right now. Black might be able to fit a sente around here if they just want to poke at white's shape a little bit. That might be possible. Other than that, black should be playing out here. Yeah, maybe this one needs to be something like this. And black can hane, white can extend, I guess, and then black just kind of keeps going, maybe. Something like that. White's the one who had a really bad situation a moment ago, so I don't think white needs to expect that much better than this. If white cuts, then white's gonna lose the 2 stones. Although maybe that's an okay choice for white in this scenario. Yeah, and then maybe even just capturing. Yeah, this Atari seems like the wrong timing. I think white needs to keep going out here. Even if black plays something there, white can just respond. Or do something else. Probably white should just immediately play here. And black, of course, should not let white do this. Yeah, this is like so risky for white. What if black just connects this? There's a lot of risk involved here with white. Yeah. So even though we gave up this entire group on purpose, we had a lot of territory actually. So surely white's ahead right now, but actually we have pretty much this whole top side, so maybe not. And then white played this one. They didn't really think enough about the 3-3 invasion. You always have to think about the 3-3 invasion whenever you make wings from your, you know, extensions, long extensions from your 4-4 point. Because you need to imagine like what happens to the efficiency of your stones. Like if you block this way, obviously black is leaking into the moyo. But if white blocks this way, then now black is leaking into exactly what this stone here was trying to set up, right? So this is not really right. It has to be more like this kind of move or this kind of move to actually finish this. And now if black goes here, we can just try to kill it. Maybe like this. Yeah. If they go after the stone, I can connect. I can also just do this and then capture these. That would be horrendous for white. Then I don't even mind giving up 4 stones here, right? And just play over there. Yeah, because black would have all this. Black would have all this and the corner. White would just have some of the bottom and then this middle, and that's it, right? And the 4 stones. And capturing these 4 won't even be sente for white. Why would I save that 1 stone? Too small. So basically white lost the game because they got into this bad running situation, partly due to this Joseki mistake of not connecting here, and partly due to going too slow when they could jump. As well as this move, which should be around here, I think. They also gave us this Ponuki when it would have been simpler just to take this right away. Yeah, they obviously didn't want the squeeze here, which is understandable though. That is actually very understandable. Like in a way, maybe what they did is actually better. Yeah. So then this move caused white a lot of problems. And yeah, and then what was next? Basically, white didn't really count the Liberty fight, so they lost a lot of points. Oh, white didn't lose, I'm sorry. I said white lost. White actually still won. But it got way too close for comfort, I think. They only won by 6.5. So they really need to count this Liberty fight, right? It's not really that hard, especially when you get down to like very few liberties left. They also didn't seem to understand the idea of one eye versus no eye. So the idea with this is it's not really that much of a liberty fight. And like they really didn't need this move either. They could have just fixed this. But the thing is, even if white just maximizes their points here or plays away, black can never put white into Atari because black has no eye and white does, which means basically the way that one eye versus no eye works is that when black goes to put white into Atari, they put themselves in Atari because it has to be done from the inside. If white didn't have an eye, black could Atari white mostly from the outside. But when there's an eye versus no eye, you have to Atari from the inside. This requires putting yourself in Atari. So as long as the liberties for black is not too much more than white, then one eye versus no eye, white will always win. Yeah. Okay, please like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying this. And I'm looking forward to more daily videos again now that I'm back from these events, Canadian Open and North American Pro Qualifier. I will be away a lot in the US Go Congress and European Go Congresses coming up, but I plan to have some content through that time period. All right, guys, stay safe, keep sente, and stay hydrated.